Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your love and life message for the 23rd through the 26th of June. It is good for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, Mercury placement of Sagittarius. As always, please keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Don't try to make it fit. If it's not your story, that will just confuse you. This could be energy coming towards you. It could be all your energy in the way you're thinking and feeling, or it could be the energy around you that you're observing, okay? It's general. Things could be opposite and roles could be reversed. If you want to book a private reading with me, awesome. You're my favorite fire sign to read for. I get a lot of downloads for you guys. You definitely came to the right place. The link to my website to schedule one-on-one and to check out human design is down in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. Don't let the name fool you. I read for Libra and Sagittarius here on this channel. I get an unusual amount of downloads for both of those signs. So here we are. I do read for all 12 Zodiac signs on my other channel, Soma Chandra Tarot. You can subscribe to both and hit the bell. All right, let's begin. So over the next couple of days, Sag, you may have a warrior around you, or you yourself may be somewhat in warrior mode. This is Aries, it is the Ram, it is Martian energy. So when the warrior comes out, remember to fight only the good fight. You will need to stand up for what you believe. Some of you maybe feel like you're a little bit in survival mode. Perhaps someone around you is. Take a higher perspective at this time and withdraw. Yeah, you might need to withdraw so that you can get a higher perspective, some distance and separation. I feel like you guys might spend some time alone so that you can see something from a different point of view with the Piscean energy of higher perspective. That might be the best way to win a battle over the next couple of days, Sagittarius, is if it's not going to be a good fight, you're not willing to fight, you're just going to withdraw. There could also be some passive-aggressive communication. Watch out for the silent treatment being a game. Sometimes it's a good idea. Sometimes it's not appropriate. They wanted me to use the Radiant Wise Sun Oracle deck. I have not been drawn to use this deck in a while. Right on, Sag. So what came out is number 10, practicality, number 7, companionship, number 8, manipulation, and number 4, quarrel. Endurance is at the bottom of the deck. There's also been some impulsivity. You've had to put up with something for a while with endurance. Some of you are dealing with an Aries, a lot of Aries energy in this reading. Aries, Gemini, or Virgo, possibly Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So with practicality and companionship, you do want companionship. There is a focus on companionship and focusing on the practical reasons for companionship and practicality within companionship. But you may face manipulation that leads to quarreling. And I feel like because endurance is here, this is something that you've been through before. So that's going to be the energy around you. I'm sensing that it's the energy around you and not your energy. I'm going to go kind of backwards because, you guys know me. If you watch me, I drop the whole spread and show us what's going on. And then I look at the energy outside of you directly and then your energy. Here's your energy directly over the next couple of days, Sag. The 10 of Wands, the Moon, Pisces, Strength, Leo, and the Hangman. That's 3 major arcana. Here you are at the bottom of the deck. Also, the 4 of Pentacles is here with the Ace of Swords. You feel like you're going to do the right thing. I think you're being very conservative with money right now, or someone is. I'm also hearing someone really wants to be right. They think they're right. That could be you. That could be someone else. There is a little bit of a stubbornness here, but not from your end. So, Sag, you're doing that Sag thing. This is, Jesus Christ, all of you people. Okay. I don't know what to think or feel. I need to be strong right now. The Empress is closing the lion's mouth here, like it is what it is. This is the higher perspective. You do need to see something from a different point of view. There's a lot of radical acceptance here. I'm not feeling a stubbornness and I won't be moved energy off of you. It's more so that like life is just heavy right now, and there's definitely a pause and a stillness, and I think that you're just trying to handle all of that as best you can. So I think you will be the one that withdraws so that you can work through that lesson of strength in the moon and the hangman. We do not always have clarity. Sometimes we are moody and emotional. It's not easy. Are you asking your kids to help you carry in the groceries? Don't be a martyr. That's what I always say about the Ten of Wands. Can someone help you with all of this? You're also like, I can't deal with anything right now. It's not that you can't deal with anything. I'm hearing that some of you are keeping a lot of your feelings to yourself, and you're feeling very private, and you're going to close your mouth. Strength only comes when it's called for, and I do think you're in a scenario over the next couple days that you're not comfortable with, but as always, with your card of Temperance, never let them see you sweat, Sagittarius? Yeah. Calm, cool, and collected. Giving a lot of bullshit the cold shoulder. This is the way you're choosing to deal with things right now. The peaceful, luminous warrior. I just heard someone say, please don't make me pick up this gun. Not literally in real life, like a real gun, but that's a line from a movie, like a priest that had given up being a gunslinger. He's like, don't ask me to pick up this gun. I don't want to fight. People forget that you're fire signs sometimes because you're very peaceful. You don't like to fight. You don't like drama. And that's just not your way. So you're like, don't make me pick up this gun. That's what I'm hearing. So yeah, that's your energy. Someone is feeling a sense of loss. There could be a child involved, or someone's listening, not sure what to do. The Chariot, the Tower. There could have been a Cancer or a Scorpio involved that you're thinking about, you're wondering about, or someone's thinking about you. Someone may be wondering if you're going to come travel their way or see them. I'm also hearing that someone is thinking about moving or relocating, moving on, just really wanting to overcome things. Yeah. Okay, no more messages from this. Overall energy of the reading is the Five of Swords. The way you or someone else is feeling is the Nine of Pentacles. There's a lot about money and pentacles and stability here. So health, wealth, time, and money is definitely on your mind or someone else's mind. You're being seen as the Four of Wands. So this is about having a lot of stability, but having more than just stability, like having abundant luxury and also a foundation and a home. So the Four of Wands is a home and prosperity and stability. We have just moved into Cancer season. Cancer is mother. Cancer is fourth house. Cancer is hearth and home. So I really like the stability for you. I think that stability is really on everyone's mind right now, and having that foundation. What you need to know or your advice, two came out, the 10 and the 7 of Pentacles. So someone's really thinking about long-term stability, marriage, money, having it all. Your estate, the legacy you leave behind, the karmic empire. For sure, that's being thought about by you or someone else. But the final outcome is the Hangman. And Hangman is here twice. And I'm always saying this about the Hanging Man. It really is one of the most difficult spiritual lessons to learn. Because up until, we see the Hangman very calm. Do you know what he was doing 5 minutes earlier? He was freaking the hell out because he was hanging upside down by 1 foot. And it's uncomfortable. Someone has gotten themselves into a scenario that they may or may not have put themselves in, and that's not the important part right now. What's really important is that they realize in order to move forward, they need to see things from a different point of view. Radical acceptance is necessary. The higher perspective, the different perspective is necessary. And in order to move forward, a sacrifice may need to be made. And there's not much to do right now but to just hang here and let something be. Some of you are in a scenario that this week, I'm hearing it's just stress. It's just a pain in the ass. I'm also hearing that more than one person may project their stuff onto you. And I'm hearing that some of you really need to hear this. Don't burden yourself with other people's problems, okay? I'm also hearing, for those of you that follow human design, some of you have the channel of nurturing between your sacral center and your spleen, and you may feel urged to really care for other people, or other people are going to project onto you a need to be cared for by you. It's not your job to give everyone everything that they want. You look a little overwhelmed. Don't let anyone gaslight you. Don't gaslight yourself. Because there's a lot about money here and obligation and what someone wants, what you want, what they want. So with the Five of Swords, there's this anger. He is nasty looking, isn't he? He's like, fuck you. If you're new to my channel, I swear it's not tarot for toddlers. So this is a need to fight and win. With the Five of Swords, it's always important to ask ourselves, do we want to be right or do we want to be happy? Someone does feel the need to go into battle. Now, this person is just taking things that might not have belonged to him. And clarifying this is the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Some of you have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart, or you have a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn around you. This is about money, stability, equal give and take, and potentially family and children and hearth and home. Lots of Cancerian energy here with the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. So this, I mean, if you look at the Six of Pentacles, someone is doling out the pentacles and someone has their hands open receiving it. But one of the lessons of the Six of Pentacles is there does have to be equal give and take. Generosity is a thing right up until it's continuously unbalancing your scales. There may be an anger about this Queen of Pentacles could be around you where they maybe have been giving a lot, or this could have to do with children and child support. This person may want more. You may want to give less. It's one of those deals. And there is going to be some conflict, loss, and change surrounding that. Money, support, home, family, wife, mother. I'm hearing something about a businesswoman, but also maybe needing a raise so that they can support their home and their mortgage and their children and all of that. But here's the way someone is feeling, the way you or someone else is feeling, the Nine of Pentacles. Well, we all want that. Most of us do. That's luxury. That's self-sufficiency. That's really having a beautiful lifestyle. That's not only wealth, but it is health, beauty within and without, and having quite a bit. But clarifying this is the Five of Pentacles. That's the break-even card with the Seven of Wands. No. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Someone is definitely, the most constructive thing I can say is someone really does need to shift their money mindset at this time, or start making some practical decisions that can help them feel more comfortable with their pentacle realm, because the Five of Pentacles is not sexy. It could be better, but it could be worse. What I always say about the Five of Pence is, I mean, it's not the Nine or the Ten of Pentacles, but it could be worse. It could be like the Tower and the Two of Pentacles, which is holy shit, I don't have two pennies to rub together. Well, here's the two pennies. If I do this, this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. Oh my God, what do I do? Someone is a little nervous about not being able to make ends meet, or maybe not being able to maintain their lifestyle. I'm also hearing that if any of you are like moving, relocating, sending some of your kids to school, doing some stuff on the house, what things cost money going in versus money going out is very important. And if you're not thinking about that, this person is. And there is a bit of an anger or an irritation at the worst. At its best, something does need to change. Now, you're being seen as the Four of Wands. That's the stability. I love this Four of Wands because there's people here on the card. Come on in. Hospitality. Sagittarius Grande. But clarifying this is the Eight of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Okay, wow. Someone's really walking away. So for some of you, Sagittarius, you may have something going on around you where you're really negotiating with someone and it is all about the money. But family is apparently important too, to someone. But I'm also hearing that some of you are getting out of a scenario that you were contributing to, and you're really leaving that behind. And it hurts to walk away. Eight Cups, it's very disappointing. There's a lot of cups to walk away from, but you're going to hold your head high and you're like, I'm the winner, bitch. Who's your daddy now? Like, some of you are really going to stand up for yourself. I'm also hearing that some of you might have left this Queen of Pentacles person. This could be an ex, or maybe your partner's ex, or a family member, or someone maybe that you lived with, you shared domicile with children. And someone is really wanting to get the last word here and get up on their high horse. That could be you, that could be them. Some of you got out of a scenario where you were contributing. I'm also hearing that for a few of you, of course not all of you, there may be a woman. She just really likes to have it all. She might have some Capricorn in her chart. Caps do need to work through their relationship with the material plane. Their card in the major arcana is the devil, and a major lesson that a lot of them have to learn is there is such a thing as too much of a good thing and a shallowness surrounding money. And there's this irritation now because some of you have left and moved on and they're ticked, but you're like, yeah, well, I got the last word. And I just heard someone say, this cost me too. This cost me too. There's going to be quarreling for sure, I think, about money and what to do next. Here's what you need to know are your advice, the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Some of you might be thinking about retirement. Someone might be really waiting for this karmic empire to thrive, for money to get better and thrive. I can see that some of you, either you yourselves or someone that you're dealing with this week, really very much want to have it all. There's a matchmaker here. That's like a match that she's proud of, he or she is proud of, and wanting that, being patient and waiting for things to develop so there's more stability in the future. I really think that someone needs to maybe be more realistic about their expectations here. And someone may just be missing having this. This person, there might have been a time where they really had it all. Maybe you really had it all. This person really had it all. Some of you are thinking about this stuff. Maybe this person is. This could be your fight too. Like, God damn it, some of you might be going through some kind of a custody battle or a divorce situation where it's like, no, I'm staying in the house. This is where I raise the kids. This is the lifestyle that, I was afforded, and by the law of this state, I'm entitled to half, and there's going to be a battle over it. Oh, and I want the house too. Something like that could be happening, and it is hard to let some of this go and wait for the money to roll back in, but underneath this, I have strength. There's Leo again, the 7 of Swords and the Magician. I wanted to know what the Magician was. He has crazy eyes. And I have Justice, the 6 of Cups, and the Empress. That's Libra or Taurus. Some of you have a jealous ex or his or her mother that may think they're entitled to something financially or with kids. This is hearth and home and mother and children. I do sense that there is going to be a little bit of game playing and definitely some maybe manipulation potentially, or some of you just have to take matters into your own hands with the Magician, and you're not going to tell anybody anything about what you're doing. You have to be strong. You have to keep a lot to yourself. You have to have a plan. You have to serve justice. For those of you that are parents, this may really resonate. This really has to happen for someone so that they have that stability with hearth and home and children. But I do think that some of you may have a manipulative person around you that remembers, well, I don't know if they're manipulative, but there was a time when they had it all. And the motivation here is to create that sense of balance and fairness according to them. I mean, the truth is subjective. As a Libra, I can tell you that when justice comes out. And also, I just heard some of you need to ask yourself or remind yourself, like, you can't recreate the past. Someone can't recreate the past here. I'm also hearing that some of you have either a man or a woman that wants to have kids and wants to have it all, but that's only so that they don't have to work. Well, newsflash, if you're not a parent already, it's not a glamorous job. And I can assure you, after having 3 children, this is work, and you don't always look that good at the end of the day. I mean, my kids are grown and I still don't look that good. So it's like someone may really have an agenda here. That's not necessarily a bad thing right up until it is. And it's just like the hangman here, like just having to accept something. But with that, it's not easy. The 9 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and Temperance. It's going to be stressful for you or someone else. They're hanging in there. Things aren't going the way someone wants it to. They're trying to be calm. trying to keep their emotions to themselves. That could be you, that could be them. Some of you have to deal with a person that's very demanding. I can sense that some of you very much want to please that person, but look, you can't please everybody. And don't tell me you haven't been trying to, Sagittarius, because if you hadn't been trying to please everybody, you would not look like this. You have got to be realistic. Take care of yourself. Get help. You're almost finished with some kind of a cycle. You just have to be strong. For some of you, it's not that negative, like someone that has like a plan or whatever that's manipulative or negative. This person may actually be angry that they can't provide more. They may also really want you to do well, and you just don't care as much about the pentacle realm as they do. Y'all need to talk about that if you're in a long-term serious relationship, and talk about goals. Like, what are your goals? What are your partner's goals? This could also be a mother around you that's going through something. So, but in the environment, I had to pull out, this just flipped over. Yeah, you will need to be strong. There could be some stonewalling happening here between two people. That's all you or all them. So this was very telling. I mean, these cards, they just flew out. And I was like, okay, this person really wants to talk. In the environment, this could be a person or just quite literally a quote unquote environment. We have the Four of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Okay. I also heard for some of you, this is your sister. She's used to having it all, and she can't handle sometimes when she can't like buy whatever she wants off the internet that week. I know that sounds mean. It's just with all these pentacles, I am seeing maybe a little bit of a shallowness that needs to be addressed. Because typically you guys don't care about that. Like, I've met Sagittarians that they care very much about the pentacle plane, and you guys are very serious about wealth and money and status. Those aren't bad things, but most of you are like, I mean, I care, but where's the party? Like, Sag is not necessarily, you don't really care about that too much, but this looks like a high cost of living or a lot of perks, really being able to have it all, a beautiful home, lots of stability, and a beautiful home where we get to rest on our laurels. That's kind of, sorry, I'm like, no, well, whoever the hell you are, yeah, sign me up. Don't we all want to do that sometimes? This is what this person wants, and this is what they're going for, and this is what they're used to. I'm also hearing that someone does like cacao, kombucha, singing bowls. They want to feel deeply fulfilled by their life. You know, some people and some zodiac signs, they'll work really hard for not a lot, or they'll work really hard for a lot, and they really want to feel that satisfaction. You're not feeling that satisfaction. This is what this person wants, and this is kind of what they're doing right now. That could be bad. It could not be bad. I pulled out my Lenormand deck. I was like, tell me a little bit more about this person. I have the man. This is the mature man, the four-leaf clover, the mice, and taking a risk. The whip is at the bottom of the deck with the tree of life. This could be a family member. This could be a father figure, a father member that really tells everybody what to do here. Some of you care very much about your family and their financial stability as well. I'm also hearing that some of you are really angry with your father for not taking care of your mother better. Oh, okay. Like wishing that had been better. If it is a masculine, he believes luck is on his side and he's got his sights set on something. That is Aries energy here. And he's also willing to roll the dice and take the risk. Not a huge fan of the mice because that is a bit of an opportunistic energy. So I'm hearing that some of you actually have a feminine around you that she's just interested in one thing, finding a really good opportunity because she wants that money. Now, the line for opportunist in the I Ching, when we look at profiles in human design, they're naturally designed to be opportunistic, and that is not a bad thing. So you may be dealing with a man or a woman who is opportunistic when they have to be. They always think they're going to get lucky too. This does look like a King of Wands. If that's you, watch out. Man or a woman that's willing to take a risk and even be a little bit opportunistic to get what they need. This could be towards you, or just that's just what you need to know about them. And they do kind of also crack a whip, and tradition and their family and generational cycles deeply motivate them. Maybe they come from a family that puts a lot of precedence on that as well. I wanted just a little bit more. So I pulled out the Super Future Fortune Awesome deck, and I got the fox and the broken mirror, and the snake is at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, okay. Well, the best thing I can say about this person is, okay, so with the mice and the fox, you are dealing with a person that just legit at the end of the day is an opportunist. It's the art of the game and the art of the deal, and they will act upon their own behalf, but they do kind of feel like they need to be strategic and sneak around. I don't know, maybe they're in Aries, a Gemini, or a Virgo. With that Magician coming out, there are some people just that life is just one big giant science experiment to them, or it's a deal that they have to cut and they like to come out on top. That's just how they are. It's how they're designed. But they play out bad patterns. I hear that this person like literally misses red flags that they shouldn't ignore, and they take shortcuts sometimes. And with the snake, they fall into temptation, or they use temptation with other people. They don't play out the best patterns. So I don't care who this person in your life is or how good or bad it is. Like, they don't play out the best patterns. Watch out for an opportunistic person here, okay? Because here's the thing. If you want this lifestyle, you really have to earn it. And if this person did earn it, they might be fighting with you about you living with them, being taken care of, you taking care of them, or vice versa. So just know that that's what's most important to this person, and it's a struggle for you. I don't really know what this person's intentions are entirely, Sag, so I am going to do an extended, because we do have the Five of Swords here twice with the Seven of Swords and the Magician, and when it comes to money and family, and then I got this snake card and this fox card and this opportunistic card, not 100% trusting of this person. So at the end of the day, Sagittarius, there is a fight that's been kind of ongoing that you do have to deal with. There is going to be some manipulation and impulsivity, and don't let people gaslight you as far as like being in relationships just for practicality. Because what about people's feelings? There's not one goddamn cup on the table except for this person, and they just want to have it all. So I don't trust their motivations entirely. If you feel like, but let's get to the bottom of it. I won't know until I clarify. If you feel like you need the extended, the link to that is at the top of the description below, and the website to schedule private readings is a little further down. All right, Saggy Sag, I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care. Have a good week. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.